Pierre Poilievre had a rough week, probably the worst he's had as conservative leader since he lost his seat back in April. But this time, the attacks are coming from within his own party, and few conservative MPs have come to his defense. It started when Poilievre called RCMP leadership despicable and accused them of covering up for former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's scandals. It opened the door to criticism and questions about Poilievre's leadership. A former aide to Stephen Harper accused Poilievre of destroying the party that they built. So I spoke to conservative MPs over the week to see how they're feeling. Poilievre's comments were unpopular within the Conservative caucus, and Conservative MPs were privately trying to distance themselves from what he had said. Poilievre then kind of sort of walked back his comments. He said he was talking about the former head of the RCMP, Brenda Lucki. During the week, most Conservative MPs were keeping their heads down on Parliament Hill. They were dodging questions about Pierre's leadership and about their thoughts on the RCMP. And the Conservatives keeping quiet were coming up with some pretty unique excuses. Some were saying they support the Blue Jays. Another MP told me that they had a cough drop in their mouth and therefore could not answer any questions. One Liberal MP even started trolling the Conservatives at a committee meeting. He was wearing an I Heart RCMP pin. Then the corridors started buzzing with speculation that up to 5 Conservative MPs were going to cross the aisle to the Liberal side. Reporters were scrambling to find out where the source of this news was coming from. The Tories were blaming the Prime Minister's office, while the Liberal government was saying, no, this was coming from inside the Tories camp. That's when Poilievre reassured reporters his MPs were staying put. Continued to walk back his comments about the RCMP and even invited a whole bunch of Conservative MPs to his house for food and photo ops. By the end of the week, more Conservative MPs had closed ranks, but questions about Pierre Poilievre's leadership remains open. Liberals and Conservatives are currently neck and neck in the polls, but polls show Canadians prefer Mark Carney as Prime Minister over Pierre Poilievre, suggesting Poilievre is dragging down his party. And for those not counting, Poilievre has less than 100 days to convince his party that he can beat Mark Carney, because in January he faces a leadership review in Calgary. Unless, of course, the November 4th budget doesn't pass and we're headed to the polls a lot sooner than we all expected. What are you guys hearing out on the streets? Are journalists just getting caught up in the drama? Is it just a few Conservative MPs who are against Poilievre? I would love your input. Put it in the comments below.